always say, TNT is a free place to talk in English. So let's be polite and respect each other. This is a topic that we can have different opinions or different opinions. So let's respect each other and try to listen and understand why why the person thinks in this way. So I'm gonna split you into a small room so you can. Oh, no problem, Amanda. I'm gonna send again the questions. Just a second. So let's create the rooms. Stephanie is here. Long time no see you, girl.
Hello, Anna. Miss you.
Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one here. Timeline is coming. Just a second. Okay, I'm just waiting Talon join us so I can create the room because we can have some problem with this. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this one here. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 50 minutes so you can talk a lot. If not, maybe. So I'm gonna send you a message to back. Let's respect each other, as I said, and introduce yourselves and choose a leader. It's important. And I see you in some minutes. Okay, bye. If you didn't receive the invitation, you're going to stay here with me. Let's wait a little bit. Yuri, Amanda, Bruna, Eduardo, Juliana. Yeah. So, Yuri, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah. So, hey guys, my name is Yuri. I live in São Luís, Maranhão, Brazil. I study law at college and I'm 18. I have been here in TNT for a long time, since the last year, and this year I became a host of Tuesday at 6 p.m. So coming for my meeting too, and that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Yuri. Eduardo Rodrigo.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Eduardo Rodrigo. I live in Piauí, in the capital of Piauí, Teresina, here in Brazil. And I am a university student right now. So that's it. It's a pleasure to be with you people here this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Juliana, please.
Hi guys, I'm Juliana. I'm living in São Paulo and I'm 22 years old and I worked at home and I like learning English every day. That's it.
Yeah, this is the right place. Bruna, and you?
Hi guys, good afternoon. My name is Bruna. I'm 31 years old and I'm an engineer, and currently I'm cursing my master course to get a master's degree, and because of that I I am willing to learn English more fluently, because I need it a lot to talk to research groups and read articles and everything. So I'm here trying.
Good. This is our first time?
Oh no. I've been here for, but I'm recent in TNT. I've been here for 2 weeks only.
Yeah. So welcome to this time,
Oh, thank you.
Clay, how about you?
Hey, hi guys. So I'm Clay from Vitória. Actually, I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I'm 38 years old. I work as a salesperson, and that's it. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Let me see. I guess we can start, but there is someone trying to join us. But okay. So let's start. I'm gonna send again the question. I don't know if you already have this. So the first question is, why do you think poor people are poor? Who wants to start with this? I'm gonna choose Yuri.
Well, it's hard, I guess. We have a lot of reasons that when poor people are poor, for example, I guess it's related with opportunities. In many cases, the person don't have opportunities to grow up, in your career, in your job, I guess the environment that these people live in, I guess the perspective of the person could be different that other person that live in one environment that have more opportunities more easily, I know I hear about some people, some teenagers that the dreams, the jobs of your dreams is about to work at your one supermarket, or this kind of things. So the person don't thinking a lot. Of course, you have exceptions. It's not I not be in general, but I guess it's one of the reasons.
Yeah, I got it. And you, Juliana, you're doing this. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree in part with Yuri. I think people with poor because don't have opportunity and don't have perspective about job, about study. I think study is so important for if you can be as stable in your life and can be different things in your life. I think it don't have opportunities about study. It's a huge thing about people sport.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Juliana. And you, Bruna, what do you think?
Well, I agreed with Yuri and Juliana that I think the main reason people are poor it's because they don't have opportunity to have access to a good education and to good opportunities. But if adding some new things in this discussion is that, well, I think that when you think about the history of our country, we are a country that we've been taken a lot from our wealthiness in like many years ago in the 18th century, 19th century. So I think that's one of the reasons that we couldn't be able to have a lot of wealthiness. And also because I think from most part of governors is not interesting for you to distribute opportunities and money and this kind of stuff, because once you do that, I think people are able to get more education, more information, and then question them a lot. So I think for the government, this maintenance of the inequalities is very interesting. So there's another reason why it never changes. I think that's it.
Yeah, I really agree. If you all, and you said something very interesting, this inequality is good for the government. So if they give education or opportunities, we can break them or we can change the system so they keep this. So thank you, Bruna. Sorry. Clay, and you?
Yeah, I agree with my friends. I think they said most of the thing that I used to say. But Yeah, I would say that they still poor, like poor people is still poor because they have bad people as an example. You know, like people that lives in a poor situation, so they have bad people like drug dealers and other people, criminals that they are like following their steps, you know, so they don't have uh, other people to as an example, I mean, you know, so they just follow bad people, and for them, so I don't want to study because this guy like over there, this guy is the leader of the community, you know, and so this guy knows anything about education or anything about nothing. So I think I'll just do what this guy does because I think I'll make money just by doing this. And actually, of course, it's not true. So because most of them that lives like in poor neighborhood, favelas and other places, so they don't have a good education, good place to live, and that's why I think they still like poor people because they are not following anyone good steps. You know, that's what I mean. And of course, I agree with everyone said, so I don't want to just add more things.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. And you, Eduardo, what do you think?
Yeah, like people said before, I agree with you all guys. And yeah, it's just like Bruna said, I think it's very related here in Brazil, in our perspective of our country. It's very related to corruption and exploration about many things. And I don't know, maybe politicians are very selfish to deal with many problems here in Brazil. So I blame it maybe our politician to it because we barely see aid programs or I don't know development of many fields of our society today, and I think it's actually I forgot the word right now, but it's not increasing, you know. So I think it's becoming more and more worse right now because of the
Okay.
lack of opportunities and so on.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Eduardo. And we have Thailand here. Thailand, hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, sorry, what is the question?
The first question is, what do you think poor people are poor?
Yeah, I think some people just grew up in this situation and maybe already don't have time to uh, come out the situation, but I think what make it is because dearth of knowledge, you know, because if you are in a bad situation, you have knowledge, uh, you just make structure to go out and
Okay, thank you. So let's go to number 2. Do you agree with the quote, poverty isn't a lack of character, it's a lack of cash? Eduardo, do you agree?
No, I'm still thinking about this question. I don't know if I got it the right point of that, but I don't know. How can you explain that? Because I'm still wondering about the meaning of it.
Character, it's like intelligence or uh, poverty is a like is don't have like it's a I don't know how can I explain is a não ter like a falta of
I
character
think
or
I think the do you guys know when we say that someone is poor of spirit? I think there's something to do with that. Like a poor people is not only. Do you think that poor people is not only related to money, but also related to to a people's integrity or something like that.
Yeah.
I guess I think the question is something like that.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
I think it's more like we are more than, I don't know, numbers, and we're more than
yeah,
numbers and quantities of things. Okay, yeah, but no, I don't agree. So because I think we are we have many layers actually, and money, I don't know, and well, income is just one of them that we can share. You know, we are more than that. We can share all our experiences. I don't know, it's more than just common sense. So I think it's more difficult to understand the concept of what we are. So it's many layers that we can, I don't know, distinguish from many people, I can say, maybe, if you got it, you got me. And yeah, I think it's more than cash and money and, I don't know, possessions that we have. And not all, I don't know, say about uh, possessions, about objects, you know, and not non-objects, you know, something, some thoughts and experiences that we've had actually throughout our life.
yeah, I got it. Bruna, how about you?
Well, I think Eduardo is right. We have so many layers and so many features of our personality that when you classify someone only based on money or what this person has, it's totally unfair, I guess. And also, when I think about the examples of that, there are so many poor people that are honest and don't think about taking advantage of anyone or any situation. And on the other hand, there are many people, rich people, who you can give them a situation that they already try to take advantage and not thinking about how privileged they are, and they should help someone. So I think that this kind of poverty is something that it's much more complex than only money.
Yeah, I
Yes,
agree with
that's it.
you. And you, Juliana, what do you think? You're muted. Your microphone.
Okay, and I agree with Bruna. It is true. If you have money, it is not necessary you can help a lot of people, or you can use your money for good things. And if you be a poor people, you can do bad things for you when things you need. I think it is difficult this because and people it is so different that it depends of the situation we live. I think it is difficult.
Yeah, here I brought some sentence, some stereotypes that we listen in the society. So there is here one about education, so we can discuss later about this. So people are poor people can be intelligent or can have character, like Bruna said, and it's not about money. Thank you for share. Yuri, how about you?
Well, I thinking about this, it's hard, I totally agree with you guys. I guess it's not money and the character. I guess it's not so related. It's not because you are rich that you have uh you have character, or you are more honest than one people that don't have money. And other point that I start to thinking is about um how I explain this. For example, I guess on the importance of cash, because if you, for example, we have many people that are poverty but are so intelligent and have some potential to make the difference and to develop yourself and make big things, you know. But in our society, we the opportunities is more easily when you have money. So if the person live in one environment that don't have big opportunities, probably in many cases, you know, the person don't have the opportunity to develop yourself and grow up in your career, even with your potential, you know. So I guess money, unfortunately, is important, you know, for you have more opportunities more easily, you know. I guess I know case that the one poor people have opportunity to grow up and to change your life, you know. So that's amazing, but it's not one thing that is so usual, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have this. Thailand, how about you?
Yeah, when we are speaking about part of money, I'm agree with the phrase because like money and character is two things very distinctive, and there's a phrase I don't remember so much, but it's like why you are the money only reinforce, you know. And
Yeah, I have never listened this quote, but yeah, can I could understand. Clay, and you?
Yeah, I think being a poor people is not excuse to you to be a bad guy. So if you don't have money, you just have to work more. You just have to make somehow your life gets better. But as you all of you guys said, so it's two different things. So you can be a poor guy and be a good person. So as we know, like uh, of course we have both situation, you know, like even rich guy, they are bad guys, you know. The character of them is not like that we think, you know. Most of them, as you think about the politicians, so you can see like they still rich, you know, making money every day, and you know, and the situation of their lives, it's worse than everyone that lives in, most of them that lives in like poor situation, no favelas and other places. So I think it's two different things, and you can be a good guy with much money or without any money, even to eat. So many people are doing something to change their situation. And most of them are just working and looking for something better, but not stealing or doing something to make problems to other people. And that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for sharing, Clay, and I agree with you. We can not relate so the both things. So let's go to number 3. Have you ever seen a discrimination on poor people? Do you have an example? So anyone want to start with this one? Do you have an example? Did you saw or no one?
I think every time you go, you you pay attention when you're in a sign, you know, a sign from traffic signs,
Yeah.
and you see poor people trying to sell something or even asking for money, you see discrimination. You see that, like, oh, this person, uh, he is a thief or something like that, and maybe the person is only trying to work, and they haven't get access to another opportunity. So instead of stealing, he's trying to sell a candy or something like that, or wash your car or anything like that. So every time you stop in a sign, you see people trying to sell something or do something for a little bit of money, you see discrimination.
Yeah, this is so common to happen, unfortunately. And you, Juliana? Do you have?
And if you stay in a shopping, and I don't know can say this, but the place you can eat, I don't know this place in English.
Oh yeah, I
That's the
forgot.
alimentação in English. I don't know.
I think it's
But
like a
if you,
feeding square, something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
let's
if you
see.
stay in a fitting store and eat, and I don't know, and you see four people and ask you about, oh, I need eat, oh, you can give me your food, and people sometimes feel scared and thinking, oh my god, I can't do this, and you need go in another place, but people feel hungry and need to eat. It is, I think, for me it is a discrimination because people feel so scared with these people, but these people need it.
Yeah, it's not a thing about just in movies or in series, but I have saw one time, and sometimes I saw when waiters, like in the restaurant, the people who are serving or the people who are working in this place, and the people who are paying to, like, I forgot the word now, but in general, when you are working in a job that it's to poor people, not this, but I cannot explain better, but I can saw some people discriminate each other because of the job, the thing that the person work. So this is the example that I would like to bring to you. And you, Yuri, what do you think?
Well, in my life, I already hear some jokes and things related with this. You know, we some people said one something that is so discriminated. For example, uh, when you I already hear when I go to I go in one restaurant or one shopping mall, kind of things, and when people said things like, oh my god, I prefer this place because we don't it's better because we don't have many the we don't have many uh we don't have many poor people, you know, things like
Yeah.
that. The person, yeah, it's not a mess because don't have poor people, you know, it's only rich people here or things like that, you know. So and some jokes, you know, for example, I already other thing that I remember is when I was at one shopping, and there was one kid to give to ask for money for the people, and the people don't tell nothing, you know, don't solve the kid, you know, it's kind of thing. So it's like one invisible for everyone in this place. So we I guess it's one situation that's it's so common, unfortunately, and is very bad in our society.
Yeah, people judge a lot, and even if you are not poor or if you don't have money, the way that your clothes that you use in some place you're discriminate about this. Like, oh, I'm not give you attention for you because you're not here to buy something. So yeah, it's terrible. Let me see, Clay. Can you say? I guess you're on the phone. I'm gonna ask for Eduardo. Eduardo, do you have an example?
I don't have one personal in person that I saw or I faced. I don't remember right now, but I remember something that happened. I don't know, a couple of years ago. Let me put a link here. It's not virus or something like that. It's just a news actually. there is a party called Ensinado Deserto. And I remember that people were disguised with uniforms like from mechanics, brigadas, faxineiras, and so on. So you can see how notionless people are, because these professions are the so-called non-valuable for people, and you can see the thought about what people think and what their parents maybe reproduce to them, you know. So oh my gosh, if you don't, I don't know, succeed in life, you will be a mechanic, or you will be something like that, you know. So you can see the our society and how it works nowadays. You're muted, Anna.
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what's happening because you are done. Yeah.
Now
had
we can.
oh my God, to change my, how can I say this, my headphone, and this one is terrible, so I'm gonna try to say fault. So I was now you can listen it, all right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to talk about this example that Eduardo said, and it's terrible because in the last year of high school, sometimes some students do this, and it's a type of discrimination. Is what Eduardo said. He said very well about this. So let's go to Thailand. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I think that partially Brazil people have a lot of this bias, you know, and there are people that push a car in stereotypes and think that they're better than the others, and that's makes sense. And I think that's one of the cause of the inequality, you know, and
Okay. So Clay, can you say something now or not? I don't know, maybe he is busy now. So let's continue. Number 4, why do you think some people don't like poor people? Bruna, could you start?
Well, I think that's the kind of person that guides himself or herself by money and material things. I think that's the only explanation that I could think of, that someone doesn't like someone because what they have. I mean, when you meet someone, like, I don't know. And also I think they this kind of people, I think they don't know the true meaning of friendship or something like that. Like, they are always expect to get something from that relation, like some advantage,
Yeah.
you know. So, like, you're not friends of someone only because you like this person, but for what they have. So I think that's the only explanation, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand and agree with you. And you, Juliana, what do you think?
I agree with Bruna. I think this person doesn't like poor people is because this person doesn't know about the world, doesn't know about other lives. I think this person think about your own life. I think these people think, oh my God, my life is good. I live in a good society, and I know other people live in a good society too. These people doesn't live a real life, you know, living in your things, in your house, in your school, and doesn't know about another reality, and thinking, oh, is your poor because you don't work? you're poor because you don't work so hard for make money. I think that's it. People people doesn't think about real life.
Yeah, they are blind. I agree. And you, Eduardo, what do you think?
I don't think that there is a plausible, I don't know, excuse for that, because it's very difficult to answer something that can be, I don't know, can have a proper meaning to answer, because it's I don't know, it's just like racism or any kind of discrimination. It doesn't have a foundation, you know. So I don't know how to I don't know, expose uh characteristics, or I don't know, possible situations, or I don't know, something like that, to explain how they don't like poor people.
Yeah, it's something distant from us and from what we think that we can find the answer for this. And really, it's really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, how about you?
Yeah, I think when these people have bias in favor of poor people, it's because this person thinks that they are better uh than the other, you know, and I think
Taylor, okay. Okay. Yuri, and you, what do you think?
Well, I guess it's these kind of things is very related with these stereotypes, that we have in our society. And other thing that I would like to say is about sometimes the person live on kind of bubble. So you have your routine, you have your friends, and you don't have contact with persons with other with person in other situations different of you. So uh, sometimes you not be aware about your discrimination, and you do this, and you don't think that you do this, but you have discriminated behaviors, is kind of thing. So I guess sometimes it's one kind of perspective. So we need to have one bigger perspective of the society to have more contact with persons with different situations of you, and we will be more aware of this kind of situation and more prepared to not make it this kind of things.
Yeah, totally agree.
I had a little outage here. Can I answer now?
Of course, go on.
Yeah, I think I was said that when the person have bias about poor people is because their own values are based on material things, you know, and that's it.
Okay, now we could listen you. So, and Clay, and now you say? Okay, yeah, he's busy. So, as we don't have too much time, I'm gonna change a little bit about the stereotypes. I'm gonna ask you to choose one, and you can break. You can like disagree, or you can say something about this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can choose and say why do you think society say this, and if you agree. Okay. So let me see. Eduardo, could you start?
Yeah, and I could pick out the fourth one about poor people are linguistically deficient and poor communicators, because my major is about languages, and I can say that it's because they don't realize that, I don't know how to say this in English, but it's variação linguística. So they don't realize that this exists, so we are not the same. We will never be the same. And this happens to our language as well. So it's not about being literate or illiterate. We will have always, differences between language. And there are lots of research about that, about differences and variação linguística and so on. So it's not a problem actually. It's something that it's normal to our society, to our mind, and to I don't know. I can explain with neurolinguistics as well, and I don't know. Social linguistics as well. So it's not a matter. It's not a problem. It's just something normal, and people have to become acquainted with that because it's very difficult to change, and it doesn't have a meaning to change because it's something natural.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks for answer this one. Let me see. Juliana, could you choose?
I don't agree with this. Poor people is lazy. I think it's not true because I think people in generally is lazy sometimes, but you can say, oh, poor people is lazy and these people is there because it's poor. I don't agree with this because people need opportunity, need study, need attention with government. I think these things is important for these people grow up and think about another things and answer the questions about society. And I think dream it is important for these people. If you can study and opportunity, you can dream more things and you can do different things you want, but these people doesn't do this because don't have a basic things with one people need. I think it is.
Yeah, understand. Let me see, Bruna, and you.
Well, I totally disagree with all sentences, but I chose to speak a little bit about education, that poor people don't value education. And I think that's so not true because, well, when you think about people, you think about someone who is really poor, but he attends to a school and was able to grow in life and get a better life and better chance as well. That's the exception. Most people don't have the kind of opportunity, even if they value if study, even if they study a lot. The point is that most poor people don't have opportunity to go to good schools and have good teacher. So how can you like study and learn something if you sometimes don't have you don't even have food, for example? So it's not a thing, it's not a point that they don't value education. Maybe they don't have the conditions to learn, and that's something really, really totally different. I think that's it.
Yeah, totally different. Clay is back. So Clay, which
Yeah,
did you?
yeah. Okay. Let me talk. I don't agree with any of these phrases. I think it's not something related to anything about poverty. Of course, poor people are not lazy. They are not lack of any education, and I think depends. It depends on the situation. So I believe rich people could have the same problem or the same situation of like lazy or lack of education or something like that. Can be lazy, but it's not about if you have money or not. It's about your how you were how's your life. I think So how you were grow up? Nope, not doesn't make sense. But how you were educated, how your parents teach you to behave, to be part of the world. So I think any of these questions, any of these phrases are true. So they are. I don't agree with any of these questions or any of these phrases. So I think it's not about money. It's about the person. It's about the situation. It's about how you live your life. That's it.
Thank you, Clay. And you, Yuri.
Well, I choose the number 5, for people who are ineffective and inattentive parents. So I got it totally false. I guess the question, the affection is not related with money. We have a lot of people that are rich and don't have a lot of affection with your children, kind of things. I guess in and the other side that is in many cases the poor people need to work a lot of time, more time than one person that have more financial conditions to survive. So don't have a lot of time to get attention for your kids and this kind of things. But when the person have time, he have he so get all attention possible, for your kids and for your family. So I totally disagree with the phrase number 5.
Good. Guys, people are backing, and thank you for you who was with me in the main room. I really like it. 9 seconds to the other room back. I'm gonna do a test, try to listen you from my headphone. Like, can you listen me or not?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so it's working now. Let me see. Everyone is here. Let me see. Cesar, how was the conversation?
Well, hello, was very nice. Our group was a diverse group. I was with Aurelio. He's from Italy, and his reality is very different to my reality, for example, here in Brazil. And it was very interesting to debate or discuss about these topics in other situation, for example, in a Europe country. And was very nice, and we discussed very different questions and situations, and was very nice.
Good. Yeah, that's good to listen different point of views. Thank you, Cesar. And let me see, Elineide, how was the conversation? The points of views?
Was very interesting because in my room there was Caesar, and Aurelio, and in comparison, Colombia, Italy, and Brazil, they are so different. And can you imagine? Discussion was so rich, was amazing.
Very nice. Let me see. We did something different here on the main room about the stereotypes. I asked to the guys choose one and break. So I'm gonna ask for Duda. Duda, could you choose one? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and give your opinion.
For sure. Maybe the second stereotype for people are lazy. Because in my room, we learned I think that the most important lesson today is it's not about the money, because we have rich people that are poor in territory, for example, and this kind of concept of lazy, not lazy. We thought about that the rich people can be more lazy than the poor people, because they have people to do the things for example, the house, to care of the children, kind of things. So I think that's it. It's not about the money. It's not about the money in general. It's about your effort, your determination, and your your determination to achieve your goals, you know?
Yeah, I got it. So guys, I'm gonna finish this meeting. Thank you a lot for coming. I really enjoyed this time. Don't forget to answer the feedback. It's so quick, so you can answer that and give your opinion about this meeting. And don't forget to wash your hands, use a mask, and protect you, your family. I see you next week, and I'm gonna try to join the other meetings this week.